Welcome to Station 2. We're going to learn how to add fractions that don't have like denominators. So if you look at this first fraction right here on the left, there's a 2 on the bottom of the first one and a 3 on the bottom of the second one. That means that you can't actually add them as they are. So what we have to do is find a common denominator. So the easiest way to do that is to just take the 2 and the 3, multiply them together. 2 times 3 is 6. And so that can be our common denominator. Alright, you can't just add the tops though and just say, oh, 2 on the top. You can't do that. What you have to do is you got to figure out what you got to multiply both of those fractions by to get the 6 on the bottom. So 2 times 3 equals 6. And whatever we multiply the bottom by, we have to multiply the top by, the same thing. And then on the right fraction, 3 times 2 is 6. And so we also have to multiply the top. So now that's going to make 3 times 1 on the top of the first one is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the 3 and the 2 together. And that's how I get my top of 5. So my final answer is 5 over 6 for that one. Alright, let me show you another one. So the second problem over here, what we're going to do again is multiply together the bottoms. 7 times 5 is 35. So 35 goes on the bottom. So then I have to multiply this 7 right here by the 5, because that's 35 on the bottom. I'll also multiply the top. The 5 on the right-hand side I have to multiply by the 7 to get 35, and I also have to multiply the top of that one. So now that gives me 5 times 3 on the top of the first fraction is 15. 5 times 3 is 15. And 4 times 7 is 28. So then I have to add those together. 15 plus 28 is 43. So my final answer is 43 over 35. What I want you to do now is to pause the tape. Once you pause the tape, I want you to do the 2 problems on the right-hand side of your paper. And once you have done those, I want you to replay this and check to see if you did it right. Alright, hopefully you've done the 2 problems. So here is the answer. 6 times 5 is 30. So I multiply this 6 by the 5, also the top by the 5, multiply the side by the 6. So that means I have 5 plus 6 up top. That's 11. That's all over our common denominator of 30. So 11 over 30 is your final answer. Hopefully that's what you got. For the next one, 4 times 3 is 12. So 12 is our common denominator. I'm going to multiply the first one by the 3 to get 12. The second one by the 4. So 3 times 7 is 21. 2 times 4 is 8. I add those together. I get 29 over 12. And that is my final answer.